And we continue to follow breaking news at 6. Shots fired at a deputy constable on the east side. His protective vest coming in handy tonight. This is all unfolding at the Artisan at Willow Springs complex on Gimbler Road. Right here, a KINS 5 eyewitness sharing this video of a lot of law enforcement. Megan Reyna is live on the east side tonight. Megan, any update at this hour?
Yeah, major update for you, Henry. We just got done hearing from Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar. In fact, he just wrapped up answering some questions from the media. He told us the situation is over. That suspect was taken into custody. There was thankfully no use of force having to be used against the suspect other than some tear gas that they had to deploy inside his apartment in order to get him out. We're told he's a 49-year-old man. He does have a military background. The sheriff doesn't know the extent of that background, but this all started around 4 p.m. when the constable, precinct 4, was trying to serve a warrant, an eviction warrant here at this complex, and was trying to obviously get through to the suspect. The suspect wasn't answering the door, and at some point the suspect started firing off shots. Fortunately, that precinct 4 constable was wearing a protective vest, so they were okay. In fact, the sheriff told me that constable is still on the scene, is doing okay. So thankfully, that vest truly did save his life, and he's able to walk away from this okay. That suspect, however, for hours barricaded himself inside the apartment. The sheriff says he was using a handgun, and at some points he started firing off the gun. They're not sure if he was firing out towards the outside of the apartment or within the apartment, but that he fired off a gun several times after the fact, after he had already shot at that deputy constable. And then they deployed both SAPD SWAT and BCSO SWAT to the scene, and they were able to come up with their plan and use that tear gas. And that tear gas was enough to be able to get that man, that suspect, to come out of his apartment. In just the last 20 to 30 minutes, they were able to take him into custody. So still a very active scene. You can see there's some police vehicles leaving now that they have that man in custody. But now they're going to be just looking over the crime scene. There's going to be crime scene investigators here doing their thing. So they will still be out here for several more hours working this scene, trying to just make sure that they gather all the evidence that they have from this situation that unfolded. But again, the great news to be able to share with you is that constable for Precinct 4 is okay. He's still here at the scene. He's able to go home to his family, and they were able to take that suspect into custody without having to really use any force aside from that tear gas. We'll have a full update and report for you coming up tonight at 10. Reporting live from the east side, Megan Reyna, KINS 5.
Megan, thank you. And just to reiterate, Constable Brown texting us in the last few minutes saying by the grace of God, her deputy is alive and as well. Megan, thank you. Meantime,